There's a certain formula behind beats that carry crazy energy, whether it's at a club, at a party, or if you're just vibing out. Some beats just keep your head nodding and make you want to move. You hear it in the US with those dark, bouncy, Tay Keith style beats for artists like Sexy Red.
If you see me and you tryna see what's up, he wanna fuck with me, then I'ma have him stuck.
And you hear it in the UK with that raw, gritty energy with artists such as Gigs. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what gives these beats their energy so that you can start making tracks that artists need to jump on. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so first of all, you want the BPM somewhere between 140 and 160. Could push this up to like 155 for now. And there's a few key ingredients you need. One of them being simplicity. And by that I mean not too many layers, not making your drums or melody too complex, and just focusing on something that's catchy but hits hard. I want to go for something on the darker side, so I'm going to pull up Analog Lab. Let's go to my Abyss bank. And I'm going to start with some keys. I like this one. It's quite an intense delay though, so I'll probably build out a melody and then render it. Or we could just go into pigments and adjust the effects a little bit. And without thinking too much about chords or scales or anything, let's just lay down a catchy pattern. Let's copy this. Alright, so we've got something there. Let's bring this down. So just something fast and repetitive like this. Let's actually go for something like this. Got some halftime on there as well. And then just the EQ to filter some out. Alright, so that's going to be one layer. Everything we're going to add is something like a pad. Let's go back to the Abyss. Let's try any of these. Let's just repeat that. Again, I'm just going to filter that a bit. And if you look at the pad, I'm just using notes that I'm already using. So I started on C, I'm using F there. I'm kind of liking how this little chord sounds. Really simple. Let's clone this. Might get those same ones, but just find something with a bit more movement. Maybe for that we could pull up Electra X. Even that first one's kind of hard. Let's not even overthink it. Let's just run with that first one. And then just for a bit of texture, I'm going to clone that. And I just want to find some type of art. It's a bit too intense. That's kind of hard. Maybe just put these two on. Alright, what I'm going to do from here is render this. And I've only got 4 layers there. And just one really simple melody pattern. And then some basic chords. Well, not even really chords. It's only just 2 notes stacked. So now we've got this. Let's actually flip this. So I want to try it reversed. I'm just trying to make the simplest melody. Let's pitch it up a bit. That sounds kind of hard, you know. I'm going to take it a step further though. Let's actually double the time. Throw some halftime on this. Even that by itself sounds crazy. I'm going to try it without that second pad as well. But I'll process it the same way. So I'm doubling it and halftiming it. Just because the more you manipulate audio like this, the more texture and interesting sounds you get out of it. I think that sounds hard. It's missing a little bit high end though, so I'm going to consolidate it. So we've got that as a clean file. I'll copy it, and with this one, I'm going to pitch it up an octave. There we go. Might just throw something on like Portal. We'll go to my Phoenix bank, and I really like this preset. Just bring down the wet level. So it's really subtle, but layered with the original. It just gives it a nice little bit of texture. Alright, so I'm liking this as a starting point. And you might be thinking, this ain't really a Tay Keith style beat. This is some hard, dark trap shit. I'm just making a simple melody that I like whilst following the formula. Because you can pretty much turn any simple melody into one of these high energy tracks. And I'll show you. So once you've got a simple melody that you like, the next ingredient is a catchy and consistent bass line. Some producers will use lower octave piano notes, just like Tay Keith. Some producers will use 808s, and then sometimes you'll have a mix of both. Let's see what a piano note would sound like. So we went from C as the main note up 3. So D sharp will be the main note. So I want something like this. Alright, so I've just quantized that. I was playing a bit off. We'll see how simple the pattern is. So you'll hear that style of bass line a lot in high energy beats. Usually I'll try and record something in, and then if you press Ctrl and Q, it will quantize it, Ctrl and L, and it will link the notes. And we're getting that dark vibe because we're using these semitones as well. So I'm going from D sharp just up one step to E. So nothing's too melodic, there's no crazy chord progression that's carrying a lot of emotion. This is just dark, tense, high energy. I might come back to the melody or even have some type of switch up somewhere. But for now, I just want to get the main bounce just to see how it's actually going to sound. Let's just get a nice crispy snare. I like this favor one. Let's copy that. The hat, I just want something nice and crispy. Something like this could work. But I'm going to start by filling every two-step. Or maybe we try something a bit more unique. Now that's kind of hard. A bit different sounding. I want to add some rolls to this, but nothing too crazy. So let's just find some spots. I like some of them, but I'm going to change some too. No, I'm changing my mind. I think we just use a simple hat. It stands out a bit more. Or we could use this one, but maybe like every 4 step. Oh, that's kind of hard. Or for some bounce, we could copy that and then bring the velocity down. This could just be in the high energy part. Alright, let's grab an 808 in. Let's just grab one. I usually turn everything down except for the hold. Then I'm just going to copy this piano bass melody in. Bring it up. Now with the piano bass, we're going to have to remove some lows to save room for the 808. But I don't always like to filter it straight out like this, just because then you miss that nice energy from the piano. We just have to find that sweet spot. And then let's see what 808 is going to sound best. This one's actually cold energy. Let's try this. This one's kind of hard, you know. I feel like they blend well now. Could use this for one part. Alright, so for the kick, as you probably saw, I was just following the 808 notes. Again, it's a simple bounce, a bounce that a lot of people are used to, but I feel like with this pattern, you can just keep nodding your head. I'm just gonna add a couple more rolls. I can't help it, man. Let's push this up though. Let's stretch this one out. And then let's copy this one. Alright, cool. I want to add a snare like this, but I'm going to layer it and then just turn this one right down. That's just sounding mighty crispy now. Next up, to make your drums sound like they're hitting harder and for more energy, you want to layer some of the kicks with an open hat. A lot of the ones I make are really creative and unique, but I think for this style, we just want something clean and simple. Even something like this, and we could layer the first one and the third one. Try this one too. I'm feeling that. Let's just copy those two. Alright, next up we're going to take a bit of inspiration from Tay Keith again, and we're going to add a snare roll. Let's grab one of the essentials. But I think when the snare roll comes in, we'll cut the other drums. So I've just split the pattern. We'll make one for snare roll. We'll just cut everything here. So you can kind of hear the pattern in your head. Quick roll here. Just trying to find the right pitch for it. Yeah, then back to the piano bass note. The other thing with the bass is, if that same pattern plays all the way through, it will get repetitive. So let's do this. Quick way to join the patterns is Control and G, and now you've got a longer one. Now in the second 8 bars, I'm just going to make some subtle changes, like maybe we'll pitch this one up an octave. Let's do that again. Then we can copy that into the piano as well. Alright, because we're going for that dark vibe, I want to add a bell. By the way, if you want to try any of these drums for yourself, they're all part of my latest bundle, Pyroverse, which has over 1,000 unique drums, one-shots, accents, phrases, MIDIs, presets, and way more. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. Alright, I've definitely got enough drums now, and that's going to be sick for one section, but I want another part where the vibe just changes a little bit. I think the easiest thing to do is just add some halftime to the whole melody. So I've just sent them to a bus to group them together. I'll take out some of the lows. Let's throw something on like Shaper Box. We'll just go through some random presets. Maybe 4 times. This might sound mad stretch, but we'll see. Got it on 4 times, but we'll use Sound Shifter to pitch it back up 1. That could work. Let's see what the drums sound like without the piano though. Yeah, that's hard. What's wrong with this? Just gonna need to automate these though. So if we hold A and right click on each mix level, it's gonna create an automation clip. Bring that out. Yeah, coming into the verse, this is gonna sound mad. At the start of the verse, I'm gonna get rid of that second hi-hat and the open hat. I'll show you how I mix these beats as well, but I think I just need one more section. So let's copy that over. Let's get rid of the kick. Okay, so for the mix, on the master, I always have a soft clipper there, and it's just a fruity soft clipper. Sometimes I use the T-Rex one, but I've been liking the fruity one recently. I have balance on here in case I need to fade the track out at the end. And then sometimes I might add a little bit of fresh air to give it some high end. My instruments are usually hitting somewhere around -6, depending on how it sounds. My kick and 808 at the loudest. Let me actually mute the instruments, because with the drums, I literally just leveled them. You don't need to add compressors, do all this crazy stuff, because for these type of electronic sounds, I've already done all that processing in the sound design stage. For the kick and 808, I want the kick slapping, but I feel like it's clashing a little bit. One thing that I always check when I'm using a kick and an 808 is the phase. The phase is basically the shape of the waveform. Without getting too technical, if the shape of the kick and the 808 don't line up, they can cancel each other out. So all you need to do is check this. Usually it's not checked. And if I listen to that, I feel like I'm losing a bit of the punch. Whereas if I flip the kick, now I'm just bringing some of that punch back. So it's always worth checking just in case, because you don't always need to change it. And I don't always sidechain, but I think I will do for this one. So let's select the kick, right click on the 808, sidechain to this track. And I've been liking Kickstart 2. We can go to processing, activate sidechain, select the kick, select audio. And then with band mode, only the frequencies under what we set it will be ducked when the kick hits. So that sounds pretty good. Next loudest thing would be my snare. Usually my snare might be hitting louder than that, but because we've got 2, they're just sounding loud, so I'm happy with that. And then the hi-hat, that's hitting around -3 as well. Just got this second one hitting a bit lower. Open hat lower too. I might just pan that to the right. See how we've got this open hat that's panned a little bit to the left to help balance things out. When that snare roll comes in, it's going to go to the right. Or we could even manually pan the snare roll. So if we go into the note pan, sounded good to me. Okay, let's copy this over, find something quick for the intro. And what you could do for the intro, which is something I don't normally do, but sounds sick for these type of beats, is to have the drums just come in straight away. You just want that instant energy. So let's bring this back. Let's bring this, maybe not the open hat, not this hat. And we could bring the 808 without the kick. Okay, let's have a listen from the beginning. Straight away, we've got energy. So this beat sounding mad. finish up with the 808. So now there's tons of space for an artist in this part, but we're keeping the energy by not cutting the drums too much. So even though this is mad dark, I feel like it will still go crazy in the club. So I hope you guys were feeling this one, man. If you were, then as always, let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos just like it, click up here.